County, that number is more than 900 lives lost. In Florence, it's 500, and in Georgetown and Darlington counties, it's 200. But the grief is so much bigger because for every person you see here, there are mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, even cousins grieving. A 10-foot strand of holiday lights has about 50 bulbs. If each one was a South Carolinian dying of COVID-19, 2,900 feet of lights would fall dim. The oldest was 106 years old. The youngest, less than 1 year old.
So a lot of times people's grief involves feeling like the person just disappeared.
Professional counselor Sandy Quast says the key to navigating the first holiday without them is to understand the light isn't out, it's just burning differently.
Statistically, a lot of people after 6 months start to get used to life changes. And of course, one calendar year goes through a whole year of holidays and different things, which are, learning to do things in a different way than they've done before. There is always that point too where after someone passes away, that they actually start laughing at a joke and they start to think, oh wait, I shouldn't be doing that. Is that really what the person who's no longer with you would want?
Learning to remember and celebrate the glow that person brought.
Going at the favorite restaurant of the person who passed away. It could be making a keepsake box. Some people make quilts. They'll knit pieces of the person's clothes together.
Keeping the light on by creating a photo album with family. Writing down things you feel were left unsaid, or setting a place for them at dinner.
If someone had a special drink that they liked at Christmas dinner, maybe they'll do a toast and everyone will have a little bit of whatever that drink is.
All perspective that a dimmed light can still twinkle.
Life will go on, and it will go on in a different way, and not because you chose it that way, but that's just, the way that life is playing out at this point in time.
Absolutely. Such important advice, too. And, I think the holidays, as we've been talking about, one of the reasons it's so hard is the thought of going through this first without that person being there.
Yeah, and having to navigate through that, right? Mm-hmm. And that is definitely tough. And we have some advice that we're going through right now. And from Sandy Quast there, who you just heard from, this is one step at a time. And sometimes that first step is the hardest. Now, if you're in this situation, Sandy says planning activities ahead of time can help you navigate the day and know what's coming so you never feel caught off guard.
Volunteers are teaming up to make Christmas a little extra special for those in need in Horry County. On Christmas Day, they will be handing out 150 cheer bags at Midtown Inn on 8th Avenue North in Myrtle Beach. This is a partnership between Sunshine Recovery Ministries, the Midtown Inn, and Marnie Kennedy. They'll be handing out these bags filled with socks and gloves, candy, toiletries, and Christmas cards. It all starts at 11 a.m. And they also say they'll start serving hot meals just outside to anyone who needs it as well.
Seems like the right thing to do. I mean, there's a lot of people that have nowhere to go or are living in hotels or just need a hot meal and something to kind of cheer them up on Christmas Day.
They also will still need blankets and gently used coats to pass out to people as well. And they're also accepting other donated items. If you'd like to help, we have all the information for you. Just look for this story at WPDE.com.
Jen, the team at Good Day Cafe is calling this their gift for the holiday, providing the free meal, and on top of that, they've asked for donated baked goods. The surrounding community has stepped up to answer that call.
Because the need is great, and we're here to fulfill it regardless of who comes through those doors.
Giving them a seat at the table.
If you just want to come for dessert and coffee at 2 or 3, come in, and the meal, whatever you want to come in for, we'll be here for you.
Good Day Cafe wants to make sure Christmas Day is a good one for those in need of a warm meal and warm company. They also offered up the day for others to give. Adrienne Kelly answered the call.
Individual blankets and cupcakes, chocolate chip cookies and frosted cookies.
She says giving was for a long time a holiday tradition for her family. This year, she needed to make it impactful.
My dad just recently passed away, so we used to volunteer together, and so I kind of wanted just to keep it together and keep it going in his memory.
Giving in memory in hopes that new memories are made this Christmas in Surfside Beach.
I mean, it means a lot to them that they're able to give to the community and give back, and they're glad that we're here to facilitate it, and we're just so appreciative of everybody.
The cafe has been accepting baked goods as they handle the meat and fixings. Now Kevin Andrews is asking for folks to donate gifts so that those who come leave with a warm meal and warm hearts.
Have dinner with us, really, and just let no one eats alone on Christmas.
Andrews also asks that if you know anyone nearby that will need a meal and is homebound, to let them know. He says he plans to have volunteers deliver meals if need be. We have contact information for them over on this story on WPDE.com.
From sunup till sundown, Matthew Reynolds cooks chicken. 14,000 half chickens to feed 14,000 people.
It's kind of nice to know that our time is going towards helping those that really need it, especially with everything that's been going on the last couple of years.
The community Christmas dinner started 33 years ago to feed 500 people. Fast forward to this year, feeding a whopping 14,000 requires a whole lot of planning and a whole lot of food.
Over 6,000 pounds of sweet potatoes, over 4,100 pounds of green beans, 4,000 pounds of mashed potatoes, over 14,000 half chickens.
It also requires a whole lot of help. Over 300 volunteers work together to pull it off.
It's something good, and it makes me feel good, as well as helping other folks have something to make them feel good.
And the goodness spreads, for example, to Matthew's daughter, who has been helping out the past several years.
She's asked me how she can be involved, so that's a good feeling to know that she's seeing that the community is important, and that's probably one of the better parts of doing this for me.
And better for the community as a whole, spreading the tradition to give a true gift on Christmas Day. In Myrtle Beach, Amanda Kinsett, ABC 15 News.
Now, meals will be served in Andrews tomorrow night and along the Grand Strand on Christmas. This year it is a pickup or delivery only. So to reserve a meal, call the number right there on your screen. And we also have it for you at WPDE.com.